It's me, Alex. I know it's been like, like a week or two since I promised you guys a update video. Oh, the last time or the recent video I made, the reaction for Red Dead Redemption 2, trailer number 3. Yeah. Anyway, what did you guys thought of it? Let me know in the comment section below. But anyway, for this video, I want to talk about like what's been going on these past couple of weeks, or even months, and from the beginning of this year. Well, how things just been kind of tough lately and even frustrating, but they weren't all that bad necessarily. Just that like things just happen. Like there were still some okay and some good times, and these last has like 5 or almost about to be 6 months now since the beginning of 2018. Like I don't know, this year's just been kind of a little bit like at a rough start. Well, the first half at least. I don't know. It just doesn't feel any different from like last year or 2016 to be exact. Both last year and 16. Like almost I shouldn't even be surprised. Like almost every year is like more or less the same, but it could still have a bit of a difference by what events, trends, and what happens as its history. Yeah. So anyway, like for this year, I've been enduring some, let's just say, a some challenging and stuff and events, such as, unfortunately, about like a month ago, on what is it, the 25th, I dropped out of my art class, and I really wanted to pass that class, but I didn't have any other option nor choice. And plus, I was struggling not only with that, but also trying to look after, again, my mother, like even still without employment. So there's that, but uh, there has some good news that like, hey, it is like, close to the end of the semester. I only got one more week, or better yet, one more day left of school. Next week, it's just only Thursday. Yesterday, hey, yesterday was Thursday, and like, it wasn't like any other day. Hey, I'm trying to find the right words to explain, but the point is that like I'm already about to finish up spring 2018 in at my community college, and then after that, or better yet, on the last day of this whole semester, me, my classmates, and our professor for English, which is the only class I currently taking, or even by the time you guys view this video, the next couple of days as it gets closer to the end, and yeah, we're gonna be throwing a potluck like on Thursday, of this upcoming week, the 24th, I mean, of May, and then and like we finally get out for the summer, and like I already made some plans and some expectations for the summer. Like one is to like immediately start re-entering into the workforce, even if it's just for a small other practical job, just as where I interned before. But I want this to be like different this time a little bit. Yeah, where I'm actually more in control, like more accountable for myself in the field. Rather than, and what I mentioned before in the past, as now that I don't need the permanent, I'm 18 and a half years old. But I mean, like, it's almost like every other practical job, whether you're in high school or in college, like, no matter how old you are, between the two um, places in education, like, there's always going to be someone that's, like, going and enforcing by the rules, or as, like, state law as protection. And no matter if the rules may be perfect or not even close, you still have to sell yourself, because as like they still don't see you as like fully justified just yet. Like in your 20s are like more manageable. And I know it could be tough, but trust me. Yeah. So far, yesterday I did try to call both Foodmaxx and Walgreens, like asking about my applications, and to see if any of them will get back to me as soon as possible. For Foodmaxx, I called the hiring manager, this guy named Jose, and like I asked him if he has called any of the people that I put as references, as to like to give them a call like before I get ready, but had according to but what he said, and I quote, that by law that had unless I am ready to work, I cannot. I mean, he cannot like contact any of the references unless I am fully done with school and ready to work. I really wish that he could just call one of the references at the very least, no matter if it's one of my formal teachers in high school or the or one of the people I'm still working in the youth program to help me find employment. Cal promise? I don't know, but either way, like, hey, I plan on immediately re-entering the workforce as soon as I finish uh, next week, okay, which should be a piece of cake. Yeah. Then what else? Like, I mean, and so far it's just only like it's not. I was planning on like if it's possible, like maybe I could still work or at either of the places, Foodmaxx or Walgreens, even after the summer, or a sense that hey, that both of those businesses are not really that far from my place, honestly. Hey, and they seem to be more easier to get around than other corporations such as Walmart, Target, or any mainstream and corporate companies building their empires of greed and taking the smaller businesses down, such as Toys R Us, Kmart, and I even heard that JCPenney is already running out of business just yesterday. Look it up online. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to mention that like I also got a haircut uh, lately, like not pretty recently, but more like a few days ago. What was it again? And last weekend, I think, something like that. then, and I just hope that like either of the places, since I get the job, even if it's just a beginning or entry level position, I just want to like not only earn money for myself and to help out my mother, but also to find something productive to do over the summer. Unlike every other summer during my high school years, I'd never been involved in anything just because I was too shy, or didn't have the courage to do anything and that was meaningful. But now I have the chance. I just wish that like I could go back in time and told or like encourage my younger self to not be afraid of these experiences that he would have seen as an opportunity back then. Yeah. Oh, and another thing is that like, like I was planning on also like, I try to save up for a car. Not, uh, not very likely easy. Is it like it's? I know it's gonna be a hard challenge because of like of the budget and like also having to think critically of like of the payments and the insurance. But I really wish that like I had enough to save up for a car, and then that way we wouldn't have to be wasting a lot of greens on paying for Uber. It's just been frustrating. Other goals I've been thinking about is like once I start working, I should save some of that money for like hey for adopting a new pet. I haven't had any pets or any animals for a long time since my goldfish Johnny or Jonathan died. Recently in what was it, 2014 or 2015, somewhere around that. So yeah, I was thinking about getting a new pet, one that's like different from what I had before in my past, a reptile for the first time. Originally, it's supposed to be a chameleon, but I read it online and they're more challenging. So, but a turtle would be like a good start uh, for a while. Yeah. I was thinking of a couple of names, and you could ask me what are they, the names in the comments below. Yeah. I don't know. There's just so many ideas and possibilities that I've just been thinking and of what can I do for the summer that's productive and fun, and not only myself but just to find meaning this summer. Right now, my mother is currently at the hospital, and I know that this is not usually the normal setting. I'm actually sitting over at one of my auntie's family's place for a little bit while my mother stays in treatment. Yeah. Anyway, what do you guys think of my plans or ideas for the summer? Let me know in the comments below, and subscribe. Hey to me for more content in the future. Thanks.